замечу тебя, сори. Моя жизнь это вайб, прости, не буду с тобой спорить. Я смотрю на облака, мне всегда светит солнце. Скучно стало в метро, я листаю шорты.
Эпс! Лучший тембр в мире, гонит бабки.
What going on, people thems? So this is a reaction to Miss Diana Ankudinova, and I've not reacted to her for probably a few weeks now. Actually, I'm trying to think what the last thing was I reacted to. Oh, it might have been Good Girl, I think. I can't remember whether I loved that or not. But I know a lot of people did love it, so that's really, really cool. But I just love her. I just love her. I was watching one of the reaction that I did to Diana that I put on my TikTok. Can't help falling in love. And even now, and that's got to be what, 2022 probably when I reacted to that, or at least early 2023. And even now, I'm still just like, fam, your voice is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous what you were able to do with a microphone and a stage, and like, yeah, incredible. Anyway, Hayley, she reached out to me to say there's a new Diana video out, and she gave me a bit of context about it as well before I listened to it. So I think from what she was saying, that it's kind of like a bit of a parody, I think. So like, I'm not going into this expecting to see like Can't Help Falling in Love, basically. But I think the concept of what she was saying, it's kind of like I guess it's a bit like, there's a Beyonce song. It's called I Can't Take No More. I can't take no more. I think it's time for me to let it all out. I'm trying to be really quiet because people are asleep. But yeah, it's a tune, and basically she's like, you know, I'm so done with people having like so much to say about me, like in all these different ways. So that's the kind of vibe I think this is going to be in. And I can already tell that it's going to be funny because the first clip, when I put this on, looks like Diana is stuffing her face with a donut. So yeah, this I think is going to be quite funny anyway. So I'm looking forward to this. So let's not waste no time. It's called Ermine. So yeah, let's see what it's saying. She just wiped her donut chocolate fingers all over the man's face.
Dance like Gangnam Style. Dance like Gangnam Style. Dance like Gangnam Style. Dance like Gangnam Style. Are you ready? Dance like Gangnam Style. Are you ready? Dance like Gangnam Style. Хорошего дня, я не замечу тебя, сори. Моя жизнь это вайб, прости, не буду с тобой спорить. Я смотрю на облака, мне всегда светит солнце. Скучно стало в метро, я листаю шорты.
Эпс! Лучший тембр в мире, гонит бабки.
Go crazy, эй, ты не делаешь мне больно. Go stupid, эй, я люблю своих хоми. Go crazy, эй, можешь мне не саппортить. Go stupid, эй, go crazy, эй.
What? Don't that. What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dance like Gangnam Style. 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 Dance like Gangnam Style.
Диана, это что за пиздец? Сколько можно мне звонить, напевать эти оп-оп-оп? Каждое утро я беру телефон, я поднимаю эту трубку, я слышу эти оп-оп-оп-оп-оп-оп. Может, какие-то анализы нужно сдать? Какой горностай? Сколько... Остановись, я прошу тебя. Вот здесь уже, вот здесь, все.
Хуй ты!
Well, first off, Jeff Strum, thank you for translating, because I would not have been able to understand any of that otherwise. Okay, so I'm so glad that Hayley had that conversation with me first, because I think if I'd just seen it pop up and like, oh, Wacky, there's a new Diana tune out, let's have a look, I would have been absolutely like, and I think even despite having some of the context, I think there's still some things that are flying over my head. But what I do like is, I mean, it's kind of catchy. Like, I mean, Gangnam Style was a huge hit for a period of time. So there's definitely like an element of catchiness about this song. But I think what was the most enjoyable about this was that it was taking us on a journey. You know, so her getting into the car, getting to like being very disinterested, and then getting changed and this whole hat thing. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that people have been saying about her, or the kind of critique or the criticism that she's been getting. So that up thing that the guy at the end was saying, that like that's all she does or something, is that like something that people say? Like, I don't know. When she was doing the yodel thing, I figured that was her taking the mick out of people who might have something to say about the fact that she has got this like vocal technique or whatever. I thought that was quite funny. And then when she was kind of like, the Spider-Man thing threw me, because I'm just like, where does the Spider-Man, where does that come from? So I'm gonna need someone to explain that, what the link is there. And to be fair to him or her, whoever was underneath the mask, I think it was him. Like, initially I was just like, where have you got this Temu Spider-Man from? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is not what I ordered. But to be fair, like, he kicks ass. Do you know what I mean? Flipping and all that kind of stuff. So like, he did what he needed to do. And that was giving like, I don't know if you've seen a film called Spot Pilgrim versus the World. Like, it was giving that, like, you know, pick your fighter and stuff. I thought it was quite cool. Like the bit with the dude with the beard and the long hair who was then fighting Spider-Man and dashing all over the place. Like, I didn't quite understand that. And there were a couple of other things. And then there was the girl with the white hair that was just like on the floor and stuff. I didn't quite get that either. And there was something else. Was a rabbit? There was a bit with like horses and like a big lassie dog in the back of the car. Didn't understand that either. Didn't get that. And what else didn't I get? Didn't get the bit at the end. And also, what does Ermine? Alexa. So Ermine's like a weasel. Okay. So is that what it was when it was talking about like at the end about the fur and drinking to the fur? Like, is that what that was about? Um, I've just got so many questions. So it'd be great to understand exactly like what each bit was kind of referring to. But there was definitely some funny bits in there, man. Like even with me not understanding everything, there were still some funny bits in that. So, and you know what? Like I said to Hayley, when I was going to react to it, I was like, do you know what? I just rate the fact, yeah, that that people can just stand on business and be like, do you know what? Like, I can take the pee out of myself. I can take the mick out of myself. Which I always think is really good. But I also think as well, like, you know, it's only fair, I think, when, like, for example, I can imagine that Diana, because again, I don't know what all these things are that people are saying or whatever, but I imagine that when you get to the kind of, you know, notoriety and famous levels of who she is, that people will have comments, like everyone has comments about things, and some people can just be unduly mean. Do you know what I mean? Like for no reason, they just want to be mean and just want to hate on people for doing something that they're passionate about, and like, you know, I guess where I'm coming from with this is I don't know what's going to happen with my channel. Like I would hope it continues to grow and, you know, and I have this really successful space on YouTube. Like that's the plan, that's the goal. But I already know that like you can't make everybody happy. Like, you know, I in fact I have got a video, I've got a reaction that I reacted to a singer called Aaron Hall. Is it Aaron Hall? No, Aaron Neville. Is it Aaron Neville? I think it's Aaron Neville. And I ended up laughing in this reaction because I found elements of the performance linked to an impression that someone had done. I just found it funny. You know when you get the giggles, you just can't stop laughing. Like I didn't want to be offensive. It was just, this was my reaction. Do you know what I mean? I can't hide it. Like that. This is just how I reacted, and some people were really upset about it, like, you know, and like, you know, I was going to subscribe to you, but I'm now not going to subscribe to you, and all this kind of stuff, and you know, initially I was like, oh my god, like I've upset, like, but then I was like, but hang on a minute though, like this is a reaction channel, this was my reaction, like I don't hate this person, like I'm not sending like dog doo doo to his house. You know what I mean? Like I just found this comical. Like why are people getting so butthurt? So, and that's just me with my little old channel. Do you know what I mean? So I can only imagine what Diana has probably had to endure or face or whatever. I don't know, because for me, any kind of criticism that I've ever had of her has only been either the song has not really been to my taste, or like I don't really know that, like I don't follow her that much to know that much about her per se. So, you know, if anyone's kind of coming for her like a character or any of that, like I don't see none of that. All I see, if I'm honest, is like a consummate performer. But I'll never forget that that performance she did at the radio station, and it was just her and I guess whoever, you know, was doing the audio in the studio or whatever, but it was just her with the microphone, and she was just backing it. She had no like dancer, she had no like wind machine or anything like that. It was just her vibing out with a microphone. I think at one point her mic wasn't working, but she was still singing, trying to fix this thing, whatever. Like she seems like a really like low key kind of person. Do you know what I mean? Like, so like she's already got my respect for putting out a video like this. I might not understand all of it, but the fact that she's like, okay, I saw what you said, I've heard what you said, here's my response. Like I rate that. So yeah, if you do know more about this video and can explain some of these parts to me, I'd be very grateful. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, and yeah, what you thought of Diana in general. Like I'd just love to know what people think of her. It'd be really good to kind of understand that a bit more. So yeah, fill me in. But yeah, if you did enjoy this, please drop me a like and subscribe. That would be amazing. Thank you very much. And if you do want access to my videos before they come to YouTube, then head over to Patreon, which is a great way to help support the channel, which I would be very, very grateful for. And you get more access to my videos and more access to me. So why not there already? But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.